My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch. Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what the fuck?
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to get myself criminally in trouble. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Step inside, let me show you the scene. A syndicate masked in a media sheen. They call it PR, but it's more like a crime. A fortress of lies where the guilty still climb. At the helm, a troll with a history stained. Moves like a ghost, leaves ruin in chains. Squats in the dark, claims what ain't hers. Living off scams, deception occurs. Her man ain't better, he profits from pain. Stripping the helpless, drowning in rain. Hurricane wreckage, pockets get fat. Takes from the weak, never looks back. It's the ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Spin your truth, turn your past into ploys. A web of deceit, no justice, no grace. They'll rewrite your life, then laugh in your face. Here comes the journo, slithering slick. Sells his own stories, plays every trick. Lays with the victims, then twist what they say. A puppet of scandal, a predator's play. Caught in the act, but still he persists. Feeding the cycle with venomous twists. Truth ain't the goal, you about to get played. He'll spin some more lies for only 10K. The ecosystem of hate, built to destroy. Wreck your name, no one will employ. A racket of shadows, a league of sin. They bury your rep before you begin. Watch for the ex-con, fresh out the cage. Extortion and fraud still fuel his rage. Sentences served, but lessons ignored. Grammar's a crime, his words like a sword. A thug with a script, a deal in his fist. Misspells the threats, but you get the gist. Ain't no secret this guy eats paint chips. For the right price he'll make up all kinds of shit. And then there's the lawyer, sharp like a hammer. No moral code, belongs in the slammer. Bar complaint stack, but he stays in the game. Turning the law into weapons of shame. Threatens the weak, buries the proof. Twist every case, still fiction's the truth. A master of fear, a shadow in court. Your cries for justice, he'll cut them short. Together they thrive in the filth they create. A kingdom of ruin, a cycle of fate. The puppet, the thief, the fixer, the fraud. A system of demons who play like gods. They don't just lie, they architect doom. Step in their way, you won't leave the room. They'll twist your past, create what you've done. By the time they're through, you'll be no one. Ecosystem of hate, a media storm. They'll break you down in everly form. A syndicate built on power and crime. Their names stay clean, yours fades with time. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate. So watch your step, don't play their game. One slip up and they'll ruin your name. From squire to felon, from lie to snake. They're lost in an ecosystem of hate.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We are back. It is, what day is it? Wednesday? It's Wednesday. And it's been quite a day for me. How's your day going, Tug?
I'm still listening to the song play in the background.
I'm turning it down. It's over. It's pretty much over.
It's pretty much over.
It's pretty much over.
It's about done. It'll be done sometime.
It'll be done
tonight.
in a minute. It's a long one. I haven't played that one in a while. How's your day?
No, it's been busy. It's been busy. I'll go with that.
My day has been very busy also. I have been doing nothing but running. Sorry that it took so long to get the show up, and I have been in the car all day. The truck, actually, the F-150 that I love so much. So it hasn't been so terrible. I got it up to 100 today. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. It was a backcountry road. Nobody was there. Very long straightaway. I was just like, I wonder how fast this thing can go. I chickened out after 100.
That's
My dad's
terrifying
doing
in
good.
its own way. I'm imagining the person that I watched drive through fences on Google Earth driving 100. That's scary.
Trust me, I stayed on the road. I'm a much better driver in real life than I am on Google Earth or on that trekking game. Although I'm getting pretty good at the trekking game. I really am. I'm getting pretty good. But that's no fun. It's better when I'm not good. I have, God, what did I do? Oh, you guys want to know about how my dad is. My dad's doing good. He's still in the hospital. He's in good hands. They're still doing tests. So we really don't know anything other than he has had some signs of a stroke. But it's not like very serious. It's just he's mixing up a couple of words. So they think it might be old stroke symptoms just popping up. So they're still keeping him there. They didn't get him in for an MRI when they were supposed to because they got too busy. So he's just kind of hanging out, waiting, and he really wants to go home. So he's starting to get annoyed. But he's good. I talked to him. He's doing great. The kids all talk to him. He's okay.
That's a good sign when you're getting annoyed. You're like, hey, life normal.
Right. He wants to go home, and you hate being in the hospital, but it's better than being in the ground. So, that's good. That's a good day, I think, when you're still alive, and he's still got his senses with him and he's fine. And so they're good. All right. So the reason why I wanted to play that song actually is that's an oldie but a goodie. But can these people get any worse? Honestly.
Can they? Yeah. Well, they take that as a dare, I think.
Oh, that's true. We used to talk about the clown car that pulls up and it's just one after the next. A worse clown just gets out and out and out. Like they just keep coming out of that clown car. And I really feel like I can't even believe these people.
Oh, God. It's like we're going to have Pennywise or something pop out straight talking out of a sewer. I mean, the way this is going.
Right? I know. I mean, they keep getting worse and worse. I mean, you thought that Lynette's bad, but then Felisa comes on the scene, and then you think she's bad, and it's like Volpe comes on the scene. You think he's bad. Luthman gets out of the car, and after him, Lips gets out of it. I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So I promised you guys that I would do a part 2 to why everybody should be concerned about Legally Leslie Ferdrigos. And I hope we can do that tonight on Rumble. But I do have a number in my head that I hope we hit because Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. And the children are eating me out of house and home.
Oh,
we were going to. Good Lord. Really, they are. And we have an extra one, too. We have an extra kid in the house because I'm helping one of my daughter's friends. And it's just amazing. It's amazing how much money it costs to feed children. It's insane. So anyway, that's what I'm going for tonight, grocery money. And if you guys can hit that like button, though, if you can't send a super chat, you can definitely hit that like button because it's free. And I really appreciate it. And it helps the algorithm. So does subscribing, by the way. Please do subscribe. If you are not subscribed, do it. If you are subscribed, make sure you check it because sometimes YouTube is asshole and they will unsubscribe you for no good reason whatsoever. If you want to go further and you want to support this show monetarily and help me put those breadsticks on the table, I am now begging for breadsticks for Christmas. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't beg for other families. I beg for my own. Chucky says, please tonight. That begging Megan is now begging for breadsticks for Christmas. OMG. Yes, this is a business. It is a business, folks. It is what I do for a job. And I hope that I'm doing a good job. And if you think I'm doing a good job, you can send super chats. You can send super tips, which I forgot to put in the chat. Let me take care of that right now. Super tips. are a lot of fun. Super tips use AI voices for fun and parody. And I'm going to put it in the chat right now. It is www.supertip.gg/Megan Fox. And you can use that, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. All right. So another thing that we're going to do tonight is we're going to go over oh God, it's so funny. The Fleas transcript from last night is so freaking hilarious. The lies are insane. And in fact, I was creating a bingo card, actually, because you guys are always asking me for bingo. We will play bingo a little bit, but I need some more squares. Okay, you guys are going to have to help me with this, with the squares, because I just started making it, and here's what I got so far, and you guys are going to have to help me. I've got blah blah blah, blood stacks. Megan Fox is going to jail. Jeremy Hales is going to jail. Just saying. Lies. We're not fundraising. Vomit. Chicken skin. And that's where I've stopped. I need more squares, guys. So chat, if you wanna play bingo, I need more squares. Squares, chat, squares. Hello from England. That's Views. Good to see you. Cough. Well, we won't hear any coughing because we're reading a transcript. I know everyone's going to say cough. We can't read. The coughs don't show up on the transcripts. The bit it.
The ums do though.
Okay. We can't hear a toilet flushing. Oh yeah, we can do bug raid because that will probably happen. There we go.
I don't know about that. She may be sacked out. We'll see.
Is she sacked out? Well, it's a good bet.
Maybe. I mean, it may happen. You never know.
It could happen, which is why it's good for the bingo card. We'll do a hangry raid too, because that'll probably happen. Also, I forgot to tell his sisters to make sure they put him to bed on time. Oh my gosh, I was so late because I was helping him with math, and there were a lot of tears. I hate that math causes tears. I remember those days. I remember being completely frustrated by math and crying over my homework. And I hate that it's happening to him too. But he'll get over it. Sixth grade math is not easy. It can be hard. And it's like a lot of the stuff you're never going to use again either.
Yep.
But you can't tell them that, you have to be like, well, you have to do it.
There'll be a use. Sure.
Georgie, we'll put Georgie's going to jail. Let's see. What else? Oh, vet your shit. We got to put vet your shit. Yep, that's totally going to be in there for sure.
I haven't even searched it yet. I haven't even looked to see who's brought up. I always look.
I haven't either. So this is all. We're all. Why are you talking to me on my phone? Why are you walkie-talking me? I'm on a stream. Hold on. Why are you walkie-talking me? You're live on the air. Stop it. I thought it'd be funny. It's cool. Hi, Air. Stop it. I'm live. That was not on the bingo card. Goodbye. All right. I'm going to have to turn that off, obviously. My children are now walkie-talking me. All right. I thought it would be funny, she says. All right, let's see. Yeah, I did not have spawn raid on the bingo card. Sorry, guys. Can't use it. It's Jeremy's fault. Okay, we'll put blame Jeremy on here. That's a good one. Blame Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy. Oh, we already have Jeremy's going to jail. We'll put Tug Giggle on here. Tug Giggle. That's probably going to happen. Germ. Marble Mouth. Yeah, Marble Mouth. That's funny. Marble Mouth. I already put lies on there. Oh, projects. That's a good one. Projects. Bank records. Let's put bank records. I got just saying. ADA protected. Yes, that's the last one. ADA protected. Okay, chat. We're ready. We're rocking and rolling now. We are generating this card, and I'm going to drop the link in the chat right now. Where'd my studio go? Here it is. All right. I will put the new pinned comment will have the bingo link and the super tips link. There we go. Pin. Okay. There you go. All right. Now you can play bingo. Tug, I will drop your bingo card in the private chat for you if you want to play along. Private chat. Here it comes. There you go. There's your bingo. All right. You get your free space. All right. So last night, gotta pull this up. Let's just jump right in, shall we, folks? Let's just jump right into the shit show because it is redonkulous. It's so stupid. I love this. I love this so much. I can't even believe what I'm reading. I really can't. I cannot even believe it. This is so insane. It's so insane. Look at this. All right, we're going to start here. And from what I understand, the trustee, who may not know everything about shock it and okay, go ahead and check off on your bingo card. We've got to our first Germ is going to be finding out real soon. So I don't think that's going to happen, guys. But either way, even if it did, they have no standing to come after my financials, Bruce's financials, or Robbie's financials. I think we can go ahead and check off bank records. Wait a minute. What? All I have to do is show a list of people who donated and what they said in the donations, and that's that. I never took donations for her. I think we can go ahead and check off lies. No, you did not. No, I never took in any donations for her. I donated stuff. They were gifts. There was no fundraiser. Everybody's saying, oh, it's crowdfunding, whatever. Look, this was a party. No, it's not. It was a party, okay? Oh my God.
Now it's a party? What?
It was a party.
How is that? How is it a party? I don't understand.
Okay, check off we're not fundraising. If you can believe that, you can't even believe this. I am going to prove this completely false. And I'm going to send a special thanks to Tizzy DeBounce. Because Tizzy DeBounce has debunked this. Debunked! I should have put that on the bingo card. Dang it. Tizzy has debunked this entirely. And we're going to watch it. Because this is so funny. Wait till you see the evidence that Tizzy has in this video. Have you seen this one, Tug?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, this is a good one. Hey, Grandma Lola, thanks for the 20. Money for ramen. Don't worry, it's not my ramen money. It's for all the kids. I used to take my kids' friends in when they needed it, too. Keep caring. Yeah, there's just a lot of poverty around here. Let's just say that. And sometimes they need help. So, and these days, I really don't know how a 19-year-old is supposed to leave home and make it.
Yeah. No, I don't.
How is that gonna work? It's just gonna be a homeless kid on the street, So, yeah. So I've got an extra mouth to feed. All right. So, this video is so cool. Let's just take a little listen to Tizzy.
And we're going to complete the barn.
Let's be clear. Fleesa says she didn't know when the permit would expire. But that's the problem. How do you talk about the permit, fundraise for the barn, coordinate the build, and never ask when the permit runs out?
This is a very good question. How do you do all of those things? How do you never ask about a permit? But she's going to prove that the permit was actually, she did know about it. She did, and she let it expire on purpose.
There were more donations than the 30,000. More than only me. More than what's shown here. We've got receipts, plenty of them. But this isn't a full audit. It's a contradiction wall. And for this segment, we're sticking to the $30,000 Fleesa received directly.
Wait a minute. Let's go back. Look at that. Can you guys see that screenshot? Let's just remember this for a moment. Only me. Puts dates and amounts that he donated specifically for the barn for Lynette to live in with her daughter. 8/9/24, 6/29. Sorry, no, these are UK dates. They're written backwards. So this would be, that would be 9/8/24. Then 9/20.
I don't understand. He cannot get it through his fucking head, by the way. If you look at her numbers and his numbers, there's an extra date on hers. So, you know, there's one that he doesn't account for. And he will not note, you know, I've noted numbers and he's like, that's not right. I was like, okay, well, there's a date there. You look at it. There's an extra one there.
And he
it's
wrote
not on his list. So
then he's got 10/20/24, $10,000. 11/5, 20 grand. 11/13, another 1,000. 11/17, 5,000. And 11/30, 2,500. Then he's got 12/19, another 1,000. 12/28, another 7,000. And here is a note from David. This is from him. This is his 20. This is his on the left there. The note says that barn needs to be finished. Thank you. Then on the far right, you've got, oh gosh, I wish I could read that. It's so tiny, but it's all from Only Me, and he's all saying it. All the messages appear to be for the fence, for the barn, for the this, for the that, right? Christmas, barn,
she puts
fence.
up, actually read under them. Some of them she just adds in for the whatever. But if you read them, like some of them, she just arbitrarily assigns to something. Like they don't really say that. A few of them do, but some of them don't. Some of them she just throws in there so she can call it for that project, so she can pocket that money.
And I like how she's putting in here completed, barn started. What started? What is started in the barn? You've got a pile of lumber, 2 toilets not connected to anything, and a kitchen island.
And 2 water heaters. I'm forgetting.
And 2 water heaters.
The strangeness of 2 water heaters.
No framing has been done. Nothing.
And it's been over a year. It's been well over a year. You know, we've completed, actually, it's been a year and a month now. So we are over 13 months now.
And here's proof that Only Me up at the top here says, I want to know why the barn can't be finished given the donations. She's going to say in this transcript that nobody has complained or asked for their money back.
Yeah.
Here's another one by another
including
person.
Only Me. She brings him up specifically as he hasn't complained. And he said publicly that he had. And he complained publicly asking for the money to be given to them. So he did complain about it very publicly.
Now, this is one of her mods over here on the right. And the mod announcement says, to help with Harley's barn warming, add note for Harley, Cash App, and there's the Venmo, and PayPal, add note for Harley. And this woman has the nerve to say that she is not, let's look at that again. I never took donations for her. I never took any donations for her. There was no fundraiser. Oh my God. Is she kidding? There were gifts and stuff and money and stuff for Christmas. Gee, there was money for a fence. Is there a fence there? Yep. But what about the barn, Lisa? What about the barn? I mean, this is insane. This is so crazy. All right, let's get back to this because there's so many more receipts in this. It's unreal.
We're sticking to the $30,000 Fleesa received directly for the barn from Only Me. Because even with just that, the contradictions are loud enough to rattle the rafters. And no, Tizzy hasn't done the full breakdown. She's talked about the barn. She's called it out. The timeline? The permit contradictions?
Whoa. Here we go. There's a lot more in here. I wish I could read all of them. I can't. I can't read the little ones. They're too little.
That's what we're here for. So if Fleesa wants to play I Didn't Know, we're going to play Then Explain This. Because she didn't just know, she narrated it. She coordinated it. She cashed it.
And we're going to complete the barn.
She wanted it. She knew it. She was funded for it. Fleesa says the barn was thrown on her, like it just fell from the sky. She didn't know when the permit would expire, didn't ask, didn't care. People just gave her money. Apparently at least $30,000 just wandered into her account for the barn. And like any good barn fairy tale, it came with zero paperwork and a plot twist called Not My Problem. She never agreed to pay for permits. Because accountability is now a choose-your-own-adventure. But let's rewind. And yes, everything you're about to hear comes straight from Fleesa's own videos. Her own words, her own timeline. We're not speculating, we're quoting. She didn't just know about the barn. She wanted it. She planned it. She coordinated it. She was the project manager, the narrator, and the beneficiary. But sure, tell us again how it was thrown on you. She knew about the permit. And there was a deadline. September 30th, 2024. I said I need a list of all the things including for the barn. She's actively coordinating barn materials. LP and Crook were already headed to Lowe's. He asked them to make a checklist while shopping. That's not I didn't know. That's I'm running the show with a clipboard and a nail gun. October 1st, 2024. They have blueprints for the barn. She does have a time frame. LP had the blueprints in the permit. Fleesa knew there were blueprints. She knew there was a deadline. She said it out loud, on camera, with her whole chest. October 3rd, 2024. Permit to build. It just has to be code. She does have to have the barn done by a certain time. She literally said the word permit.
Look at this quote.
Mm-hmm. And in October of 2024. So this is well beyond. This is actually before anything's really kicking off. So, I mean, she knew it well beyond. And that just, to me, stuff like this says the project, there was never any intention of doing a barn at all. They were never going to do anything.
It sure doesn't seem like it. And she said here, permit to build. So she knew it needed a permit, and they had one at some time, and the barn has to be done. She does have to have the barn done by a certain time. So she knows there's a deadline. She just said it.
Yep, there is an expiration date on all of it, and then it all starts over. And they're supposed to, remember too, they're supposed to be hooked up with contractors and everything else. So they're not supposed to be just guessing at things. They're supposed to have actual knowledge on the subject.
Yeah. Hey, maybe not. That's awesome. Thank you. I saw that just come through. Thank you for the huge $100 super chat. Maybe not says Christmas is coming. The goose is getting what? Where did it go? The goose is gone. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is, if you guys have not subscribed to Tizzy DeBounce, by the way, and I'll drop the link to this video in the chat for you guys so you can get over there and subscribe and watch this video again. Give Tizzy another watch. Tizzy, this is one of my favorite videos that Tizzy has done. I think this is so helpful because she takes actual quotes from Fleesa and totally debunks this narrative that one, there was no fundraiser, and two, what about that permit? What is this story she's trying to sell? She's not selling it. This is what you said, Fleesa. We have it all recorded. And all of these quotes, by the way, are in all of your, we've got every transcript and most of the videos, I think. Jeremy, I think, has them all. So good luck getting out of it when you've said these things. And by the way, the new narrative is now, have you heard this one, Tug? That the barn is out for contract. The contractors are out to build the barn. Like, that's happening.
I heard them say something about that. And I was like, well, since so, when? Because, there's a lot that has to happen. And,
Did she pay the
how much money's left?
$2,500? Did she pay the $2,500 for the permit? Was that
It's
reinstated?
it's more than that, though. They've got to, they have to redraw blueprints. So they have to go in and they have to do all of that stuff over again. And again, she's saying that there's very little money that's left. So if they're paying that, they'll do nothing with the barn. All they would do is they would kick up a permit. They would do blueprints, and what's left? Because again, she was telling the world that there was, well, at one time the 18,000 was brought up, although they seem to be trying to get away from that number. But under that, what are they going to get done? We've seen some of the numbers they're quoting. They'll get
Calvin
nothing
says
done.
the barn is built. They just had to finish the interior. But Lisa had nothing to do with that. The structure was already there.
Mm-hmm.
Lynette and John had done that themselves.
And they had blueprints, but the problem is that, you have to do things they have deadlines. If they didn't complete deadlines, then you have to start it all over again. Otherwise, there's nothing there. You don't have a structure. You don't have any work whatsoever. And, oh, what a bunch of idiots.
So Rosalind tells me that they've said the framing has been contracted. Well, do they intend to do it without a permit?
Yeah, if they bust it out,
blueprints.
because they've got to get new blueprints. They've talked about, actually, it's in those. Lynette was nice enough to leak us conversations about what exactly has to transpire. If they don't do any of that stuff, if they don't do it above board, illegal like, then it fixes none of the issues.
Exactly. It is unbelievable what they've done. So if she is now saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to finish the barn, it's only because she's terrified that she got caught grifting for this thing and not doing it. I hope there's money left to actually do it. And I do think that's part of her strategy here too, is to be like, yeah, she's going to have to finish something because everyone is saying that was a scam. You said you were building a barn and you didn't build the barn. She even said when it would be done. She said it was going to be done right after Christmas.
We also have totals now. Okay, so again, we have totals for the materials that are outside laying on the ground, $2,400. We have the water heaters. There's $600 in water heaters, so there's $3,000 right there. We have $200 in toilets, so there's $3,200, and then we have a island to add to that. So we have less than $4,000. See, this is the thing too. Like, if we go by the amount of money that has been given, though, none of these numbers make sense. They're going to try to do something potential. Maybe they're going to try to do, until something happens. I don't believe anything is going to transpire. I mean, ultimately, if they lose Lynette, Preston, everything, how is she ever going to come after them? She's going to be fucking kicked off her property. I mean, maybe they plan on dragging her out until she loses everything too.
I have no idea. It's unbelievable how many people have been involved in this scam, and they're trying to say that it's not a scam. And I think this is her last ditch effort to get out of being labeled a scammer, is like, oh no, we've contracted out the framing. The framing was supposed to be done last February. Like, let's keep going because this video is unbelievable. It busts open this narrative so hard.
She said there was a deadline. She said it like it was a spell. Permatum expirus. And then forgot to check the scroll. October 17th, 2024. Getting the barn to a point where they can all live in doesn't have to be finished. She didn't say Christmas, but she said livable. She centered the barn in her holiday logistics. She wasn't just building walls, she was scheduling move-in. October 20th, 2024. It's going to...
You know what's crazy about that is she knows, by that statement then, she knows the barn is not livable. And yet she was saying that Lynette Preston needed to cook food there. She needed to have school for the child and all of this other stuff in that building. And they should stay in that building. Oh, they can do that. So they felt that it wasn't livable before, but then it suddenly became livable and usable. It's kind of wild.
I love this. It's going to her barn. It could possibly almost complete the necessities. She called the $10,000 donation sizable. She confirmed it was for LP's barn, and she said it could almost complete the necessities. Interesting, because then notice how she changed her tune afterwards and said that the $56,000 wasn't even enough.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't even close to enough. They can't get real contractors. They can't do any of this stuff.
Wow.
Her barn. It could possibly almost complete the necessities. She called a $10,000 donation sizable. She confirmed it was for LP's barn. She said it could almost complete the necessities. She didn't just accept the money. She defined its purpose. Live. On camera. October 22nd, 2024. She does have permits.
This is still in October. It's unbelievable. And here she goes. She's confirming that there's permits. The permits do have a certain number of days. She knows there's a deadline. Oh, God. What they did to Lynette is absolutely unconscionable. If she knew this and she put it out there publicly, and then she just ghosted the guy at the county and raised all this money and doesn't take $2,500 of that $56,000 and just re-up the permits, and she's the one who missed it, is incredible to me. It's incredible.
Those permits do have a certain amount of days. I'm talking the barn. She confirms the permits exist. She confirms they have a deadline. She confirms the deadline applies to the barn. She didn't just know the barn had a deadline. She narrated the legal framework like it was a bedtime story for donors. We already have a contractor. If anybody knows an electrician, a plumber, she's recruiting help for the barn. She confirms a contractor is already in.
Oh, we already have a contractor. Well,
Yeah,
who
it's
is
supposed to
that?
be someone connected to them. I wonder who indeed.
Who was that, chat? Who was the contractor? And they're looking for electricians and plumbers. If anybody knows one, they're just like, you're not going to go, I don't know, vet them. You're just going to ask the internet for electricians. Yeah, that was my guess, is that it was Gabe.
And it's
they were
definitely somebody that they have attached. So, you know, one of the things we don't really know with some of the Scambo BS, were there other people involved?
Yeah, and then other people are saying it was Robbie's friend. I mean, we don't know who it was, but it was definitely somebody connected to them, right? Somebody that was going to do them a favor.
They made a
Which is
show
my-
of telling Lynette Preston, F you, with the whole Robbie thing too. I mean, they made a big spectacle out of nobody will ever help her.
Oh, yeah. They made it clear that no one should help her and that she's bad and no good. And the split was very public. And Lynette was very public about what she said Lisa did with this barn fiasco. So, you know, any damage control she's trying to do now, it's a little too late. You know, Lisa maybe could have done the damage control when the big split happened, when Lynette came out publicly and said she did this, she missed the deadline. You probably should have done that then by getting the permit. How is she going to contract it out? How are they going to frame without a permit? This is, or without Lynette's permission, by the way. Because do you think Lynette would allow her to bring Lisa to bring on her people onto her property now? After everything that's been done? You think she would allow it?
Well, not just that. She's got to know that she's trying to cover up. You know, she'd spend a pittance if she's going to do anything. She'll spend what, 8%, 9% of what they actually made, if that. You know, it'll be tiny amount of money. Is she willing to settle for that? Because I mean, that is the hallmark of some scammy bullshit too.
I mean, she
Lisa
would-
right now, here's the reality of it. Lisa right now has two options. She can bury Lynette. And Lynette probably, I mean, obviously Levy County has no interest in helping Lynette because she said she already reported to them. So they have no
yeah,
interest.
they don't care.
And, she already did damage control running to them. So she can either do that now and string her along and let her lose everything, or she can dangle something out there, maybe give her a lifeline. But the problem with the lifeline with that is that Lynette's going to come after her later on. She will. She's definitely not going to settle for a small amount of money. If Lynette ever gets out of the defensive and is able to ever step forward on the offensive, oh man, Lisa, she really wants you. God, she wants
And
to
she should.
bury you.
She should. This is horrible what she did. Wait, this video completely lays it out so well.
Place. That's not passive awareness. That's coordination. If that barn gets finished the way it's supposed to, they're going to have a beautiful home. She's emotionally invested in its completion.
And what do they have? Look at this quote. And what do they have? Lisa, when it all fell apart, wouldn't even give her the money to help her get a camper to live in. She would prefer that they live in a shed. The thing she claimed to want to get them out of, she wouldn't even help them to get out of the shed.
She claimed they had no air conditioning or anything, too. They were living in substandard conditions. So, I mean, that's why everybody said she doesn't have air conditioning or anything else. That came from her. Yeah. So, I mean, even now, if they're doing something, that all that tells you is, even if they're claiming they'll do something now, that's panic. They are afraid. They're absolutely afraid because they're afraid they've been caught. But it may be well too late for that. Because here's the problem. They start a project. They're not just going to be able to say, "Oh, well, look, we did something. There was a project there, funding complete." No, there are public records of some of the money, not all of it, but a large amount of money that was Lynette Preston's money. And bankruptcy, they want that money. They want it recovered. They know it's there. So they're not going to be able to pull this fast. They may be able to get those suckers that gave money. Maybe some of them still stick around, but man, the Fed, they're not going to take that.
No, bankruptcy is very different. I'm learning that bankruptcy court is very different than all other courts that we've ever dealt with. And it's fun that I'm learning about it from both the Laura Owens side of that case and this case. And I've never come across bankruptcy court before. So this is actually quite the learning experience. And it looks like, by the way, that the trustee in the Owens case for Jan and Ron Owens is getting ready to dismiss their bankruptcy because they haven't paid a damn dime of their scheduled payments. You're supposed to pay scheduled payments. They're $31,000 behind now. It's like watching very similar stories at the same time. We've got two people who are effing around and they're about to find out from the bankruptcy court. It's kind of amazing. But anyway, all right, let's get back to this.
The way it's supposed to, they're going to have a beautiful home. She's emotionally invested in its completion. That's not confusion. That's vision. October 28th, 2024. She already has the permit she needs. Permit confirmed. LP had it. No mystery, no confusion.
Well, now, isn't that interesting? October 20. We're still in October, folks, of last year. It's been more than a year, guys, and there's still no barn. October 28th, 2024. Again, she mentions the permit is confirmed. She's got it. She's got the permit she needs. So now she's using this as a sense of urgency to continue to urge the audience to give now, give a lot, because there's a deadline and it has to be done before then. Because if the deadline runs out, the permit runs out, we can't build, right? She's literally telling people this and using it to create that sense of urgency, to sell this project needs to be done now.
You know what would make me mad is that Lisa told Levy County that all of this was Lynette Preston's fault.
Yep.
If I were Lynette Preston, I would be pissed about that.
You think Lynette would be able to use her skills, of getting people in trouble to get Fleesa in trouble. I mean, because let's be honest, Lynette, you've got good skills about getting people in trouble that you want to get in trouble. You do.
Yeah, this
How come
would be
you don't use it? This would be the time.
This is the one that you have a winner of a case, and there is a lot of money at stake here. Anybody that's telling you, I wonder if there are people in her ear telling her not to go forward. Oh, don't do that, Lynette. It works against your interests or something, and you have to wonder, like, whose interests are they working on behalf of?
Yeah, certainly not Lynette's. None of these people, Bruce, Fleesa, Ray Bone Crusher, none of them have done anything to help Lynette. None of them.
Oh, Ray was very clear about Lisa, keep the money. No, he was talking. He was calling Preston. What was it? Big girl.
Oh yeah, she's a big girl. She can take care of herself. It's time to let her be a big girl now. Oh, that was so weird.
It was creepy, man.
That was so weird.
So condescending. I was like, if somebody talked to me that way, I would be pissed.
And he said that she was ungrateful.
Yeah.
They all talked about how ungrateful she was. I mean, how dare they? They raise all that, they do all this, and then she never gets the money, and they won't even, and they screw up the permit, and they won't even give it to her to get a nice home for her to live in. Like, not even an RV. Unfreaking believable.
Yeah, she lived in a shed until they finally, on their own, when they have money on their own, they have to take out a loan. Answer. Yep.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Already has the permit she needs. Permit confirmed. LP had it. No mystery, no confusion, no excuse. But now she's playing I don't recall like it's a courtroom drama. November 23rd, 2024. We definitely need some help. And if there's anything left over, it's going to the barn. Project number 2.
You may now check off project on your bingo cards, folks. Check off project. Project has been called on the ecosystem bingo card. I'm going to find it on mine. Where is it? Projects. There it is. Uh-oh. I'm only 2 away from bingo. I may get bingo before all of you.
She's asking for help. She confirms leftover funds are earmarked for the barn. She labels it as a formal project. That's not I didn't agree to it. That's I'm managing it. December 1st, 2024. Project 2. We've actually been working on it. Had to talk to a contractor. She confirms coordination and planning. She credits a donor for keeping it going. She frames it as part of a community effort. That's not I didn't know. That's we're finishing it. David, he's an angel. He's a big supporter of everything we're doing. The fence, the children, the Christmas,
Yeah, they loved him. They loved him.
Hold on. Wait a minute. He's a big supporter of everything we're doing. The fence, the children, the Christmas, the barn dominium. Sorry, what are all of these things you're doing? It's not a party. This doesn't sound like a party. No, this sounds like fundraising for certain things here. Fence, the kid, the Christmas, and the barn dominium.
Barn dominium. She links the barn to a broader donor-supported initiative. That's not, I didn't agree to it. That's, I'm publicly thanking the funder. Funny, she called him an angel. Now she's dodging him like a permit deadline. Funny how things change when the barn's still a blueprint. December 18th, 2024. We got the barn dominium and we're going to do more. Just hang with us and you'll see. She confirms the barn is underway. She frames it as part of a larger funded effort. She publicly thanks donors and asks for continued support. That's not confusion. That's celebration. January 9th, 2025. We're doing the barn. It's not going to stop. She confirms the barn is underway. She frames it as a non-negotiable.
Now, think about this. Back in January of 2025, we're doing the barn. It's not going to stop. The barn is underway. It wasn't. Folks, nothing was happening. She got a pile of lumber delivered and 2 toilets and some water heaters and one of those kitchen things on wheels. A kitchen.
They made a
island.
huge deal out of that too. You remember when they had that wood out there? They made videos about it, and they said, "Oh yeah, everyone was calling us a liar and this and that." You know.
What good does a pile of wood do if there's nobody to use it to frame something? How much
Well, they
good
used it to frame
can
something,
a,
all right.
can a
Too bad it
pile
was-
of wood do if a pile of wood just sits?
Well, you know, I don't think the framing Lynette was thinking about wasn't framing them to take their money. It was framing the barn. It's,
God.
Project. That's not confusion. That's commitment. February 4th, 2025. We're working on the barn. She confirms the barn is still active. She says we, not they. This is before the permit expired. That's not, I didn't agree to it. That's, I'm still narrating it. February 22nd, 2025 wasn't just drama. It was a donor detonation. Live streams lit up like a relay race, with viewers jumping channels to catch every dodge, deflection, and contradiction.
Oh, the chat's calling you out. Tug giggles. Tug giggles. I gotta put that on the bingo card. Let's see. And it looks like Maureen already got a bingo. She beat me to it. Congratulations, Maureen. Good job. All right. If you're wondering what was already called on the bingo card, we have Tug Giggles, projects, we're not fundraising, bank records, and lies. Lies. Oh no, bingo has not been canceled. We go for full square. We go for a full card. We'll just keep going until we get double bingo, triple bingo. It doesn't matter. Just keep going. All right, let's see.
Everyone waited for only me to speak. The donor, the detonator, the one who lit the match. February 22nd, 2025. Only me questions the barn and his donations. Fleesa responds, when the barn is done, that's when you'll see it. Or maybe she claims the only people asking questions are those who didn't donate, except one. She pivots to Harley Jolly Christmas and the fence. She says most donors know where the money went. She implies barn donors don't need updates because they saw other projects. She says some things were already paid for with the barn.
This is insane right here.
well, it's also a pretend that everything. See, again, this is all a scam so they can keep money, where they pretend that there were 3 distinct projects. That was it, you know, and that's not how this stuff works. What they don't want to give up extra money. They want to say, well, fence was completed. It doesn't matter how fence was completed. So all money that we earmark for fence, we get to keep in the aftermath. Everything for Christmas, same way. You know, I mean, when you think about it, how messed up the fence thing is, the fence was paid for out of gift cards. So the money they're earmarking and telling you was for the fence. That's money they've padded their pocket with and they never intend to turn over.
Yeah, they
and they're
got so
telling you
many.
that.
They got so many cash donations for the fence. It wasn't just the gift cards. They got tons of cash donations.
There's some of that only, again, part of the, you know, like Tizzy's telling you, 56 out of the 56K, they're saying, well, you know, roughly a little over half of it is for that. Part of it was for the fence. So not a dime came out of cash money for the fence. They're keeping all of that. That's what they're telling them. I mean, publicly, they're telling people that. And it just it boggles my mind how morons can sit around that gave money for this kind of stuff or watched it and not question the legitimacy of that. Again, it doesn't matter if they now see Lynette Preston as public enemy number 1. You know, that money was not intended for the person who kept it. That is a scam.
It was never intended for her. No one intended to give her that money. No one. This is craziness.
That's not accountability. That's donor math deflection with a side of crickets.
Nice.
When the only person asking questions is the one who gave $30,000, you don't get to say, nobody's asking. You get to say, I didn't expect receipts. March 2nd, 2025. Fleesa deflects with envy-coated shade.
Oh my God, this is March. Now we're into March of 2025. When you look at the timeline of this, I can't even believe it. Oh, guys, get ready. You're going to get to check off breadsticks.
Still unfinished. She says, you talk about breadsticks, you're talking about people like me. You're trying to count out how much money was donated to me for all the 3 things. The fence, the Harley Jolly Christmas, and the barn. Trying to make me look like I'm some type of scam artist. Meanwhile, I've done the things I said I'm doing. She reframes the $30,000 as part of a bundled, emotional package. She doesn't explain why the barn isn't done. She doesn't mention the permit. That's not transparency. That's envy-coded deflection and barn amnesia.
Barn amnesia. I love it. I love it. All right, you get to check off breadsticks. And you can also probably check off fraudulent, because I'm at the point where I think this is fraudulent. And I think it's fine if everyone else does too. Yeah, that's a good question, chat. How do you have donors without a fundraiser? That is a very good question.
Yep, that is a good one.
And the barn's unfinished and the receipts say barn conversion. You don't get to say, I did the things. You get to say, I didn't finish the barn. And when you quote someone you envy mid-deflection, that's not a rebuttal. That's a remix. The $30,000 was directed, not a gift. October 16th, 2024. Only me gave her $20,000. Note, barn conversion, not vague, not optional, not do what you want money. October 20th.
Yeah, that's not vague. It's for the barn.
2024. Only me gave her $10,000. Note, finish the barn, please. That's not a suggestion. That's a directive. That's not barn vibes. That's barn invoice. Felisa was the sole recipient. She called it a sizable donation. She said it could almost complete the necessities. She knew what it was for. She said what it was for. This wasn't a tip jar. This was a transaction. And she cashed it. In closing, she narrated the barn like it was a Netflix original. There's a permit. There's a deadline. It has to be built to code. She said it so often the barn deserved its own theme song. But somehow, she never asked, hey LP, when does the permit expire? Not once. Not ever. Not even a casual, so, are we legal? She called it Project 2. She said it was almost done. She was one drywall panel away from a ribbon cutting. Then the permit expired. And suddenly, she's not responsible. Says the money wasn't for that. Ma'am, the donor note said, barn conversion. Finish the barn, please. Not, finish unless the permit lapses. Not, skip the paperwork and manifest a structure. She narrated the timeline. She built around it. She fundraised off it. She didn't ask the one question that mattered. And if you believe that, I've got a barn to sell you. Just saying.
And we're going to complete the barn.
She didn't have the documents. She didn't need them. She had the funding. She had the narration. She had the control. She was the barn's unofficial project manager with a live stream mic and a wish list.
Yep.
No clipboard, no calendar, just drywall and declarations. So no, maybe she didn't know the exact expiration date, but she knew there was a deadline. She said so, she built around it, she fundraised off it, and then she missed it. If you're collecting $30,000 to finish a barn, you'd think you'd ask when the permit expires. Unless asking felt optional. Because oops doesn't cover it when the receipts are this loud.
Oh, now we can read these. Do you plan on paying for the permit with Otter Creek? If we don't hire the engineer, the only one out of probably 20 except to do our inspections, we will not get our permit from Levy County. So these are Lynette's emails to her. I've been on the phone for days looking for this guy. Hell, anyone to do the inspections. They'll give up on us if we don't do this soon. You have to have a permit. Please let somebody know if you're going to do it or not. If not, I'll start fundraising for us, and we sure can't afford it. I just want to have a normal life. Then she's begging. I'm going to beg. Please, please, please don't let us lose our Levy County permit. Wow. This is terrible. I got a call this morning. I can prove it on the call. Log from Levy County permitting. If we do not do something today, we are going to be forced to go through Otter Creek. 3 emails here, just begging, and no responses. No responses. Oh, did Tizzy say just saying? I bet she did. She did. All right, you can check it off on the bingo card. Where is it? Where's just saying? There it is. All right, I'll let you have bidit or bidet as for toilets. I'll let you have it. I'm feeling generous, and there are no prizes, so it doesn't matter. You just get bragging rights if you get bingo. This is terrible.
We're not here to prove intent. We're here to prove contradiction. And with just $30,000, her own words, and a live stream trail longer than the barn's blueprint, we've done that. The permit was known. The deadline was real. The money was directed. And the barn? It didn't finish itself.
No, it didn't. The barn did not get finished. Tizzy DeBounce, great video, by the way. And I saw Tizzy in the chat. Tizzy says she has another one that also has more of the timeline on the permit timeline. I'm not sure if I've seen that one. Let me look real quick. We might do that on a different night. I don't have time to do it tonight because we do have to get over to Rumble because I've got an exclusive on Lips. We've got more to talk about. We didn't get to all of it the other night.
There's so much, I swear.
Oh, there's so much. Yeah.
It amazes me. Like she did what we said that she would do. She put out all this crazy stuff and she started deleting it little by little. Then she deleted it all, and then she tried to just bury the fact that it ever happened. It's always it's the same thing she's done over and over. You know, she did that for months. She would pop up a new account. She would do all this craziness. Then she would start deleting stuff off of it, you know, pretend that it never existed. She'd start something new. It's nuts.
Oh, yeah. And you know what's interesting? She's been really quiet, relatively quiet since all of this latest stuff went down. A little too quiet, if you ask me. I feel like something is coming. I don't know what, but it doesn't.
They're all planning stuff. They're always doing something messed up, you know. I'm just waiting for like something just really crazy to pop up.
Yeah, agreed. But like this, I'm telling you, the let's get back over to the whatchamacallit, the transcript.
I'm just like, how dare these people make me feel sorry for Lynette Preston in there? How dare they?
I know. Somebody in the chat was like, ew, with this pity party for LMNOP. But listen, they did do her dirty. Now, maybe she deserved it. You know, she's had a lifetime of like doing this kind of stuff to people. So it's like, well, do we really care?
Well,
but I find these people so sleazy. Can they get worse?
The question isn't do you like or dislike a person? The thing is that there were a lot of people involved, a lot of people that did not have the funds. They didn't have it. I mean, again, I've heard some awful stories from people, a person taking out a loan because they thought that they felt compelled to do this thing for people who needed something, you know, whether it's for this or whether it's for the memorial bench that we still haven't heard about yet either. You know, oh my God. They have the audacity to bring up the they'll keep bringing up the, oh my God, Jeremy stole a memorial, and it's like, yeah, you had 2 sticks out there and they disappear. You raised $4,000 off that shit, and where is that still?
Here it says right here, are they freaking out? Wait, where is it? Why isn't anybody asking about that? What about the memorial bench?
Actually, you want to see something really funny? So the Fats. All right. So last night, they in the
what does this mean? He's a pregnant fish? What's a pregnant fish?
Oh, who knows what that really was? Again, these people are such slush mouths that the AI sometimes has to guess what it is like.
Oh my God. Did they let vomit near the fishing hole?
Yeah, you thought there were
can't let Darth-
mutations.
You can't let Darth touch near the
So-
fishing hole, folks.
So the funny thing is, last night they started talking about a video saying the tire thing. It was actually from a video back when. Check this out. Pull this up here. Here, I'm gonna pull this off the screen real quick and put up another thing real fast.
The chat is so distracted by bingo. They're demanding that I call a couple of squares. So let me do it. All right. Vomit is now called, and so is, what was the other thing? Marble mouth. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Tug.
Okay, they were trying to say that they had it. They had a video that showed that the tire incident was actually just old repurposed video. Look, I mean, here's the two, and it's like, wait a minute. So Melissa was nice enough to go back and pulled that up there. And if you look at the two, did these look like the same tire at all?
No.
Okay, so then the Mushmouthing crew, they decided to make a community post saying, we never said anything about that. I said I never watched the video. Okay, so you didn't say it. Well, that's weird because along with Megan having the transcript, I too have this transcript right here. And on the transcript where this is discussed, look, it's right here. Wonderful. So here they're talking about, oh, look, here. There's the time, the date. Oh, look. Oh, they've got it. There you go. Which tire was it? Oh, it doesn't really make a difference. Oh, man. They said it was the same tire. Oh, my God. Oh, they got him.
Oh, my God.
Yes, they did.
What's with all the poops? Buy a sack of poop?
I have no idea. They were talking about sack of poops last
full
night.
Of germs?
Yep.
What?
They were like, yep. They were talking poops last night.
Are they 10-year-olds? I don't understand this.
Well, what I don't understand is the poop, and then they say shit later on. Right?
And then I don't understand this. She's on Rumble. It was Wednesday. My brother was a Steven Seagal lookalike when he was younger. What? What? Where did that come from? Who is talking about Steven Seagal, and why does this feel like an acid trip, like a bad acid trip? We're talking pregnant fish, a sack of poop, and a Steven Seagal lookalike in the same paragraph.
Oh,
God.
What a bunch of crackheads, you know. I think it's funny. They did a community post though, saying that they never said anything about the tire thing. Well, there you go. It's right there. I just pulled up the transcript from it. So whoopsie. Sorry about your luck.
I would say to go ahead and check off lies, but we already did that.
Yeah, where didn't we check it off, right?
We're past that. We're past the lies, folks. We're way past. All right, we were going to do, that was the other thing we were going to look up, was that one, but I also wanted to look up something else in the transcript. Let's see how many times they mentioned me. Only 6 times? Let's see what
they mention only me.
I don't know, but I want to see what they said about me. Let's see. I almost have a rimmer on the bingo card, so I need a few more of these. Let's see. Let's see what this is. What's this about? Oh, Megan. Yeah, I'll get something. Oh, and by the way, apparently Georgie admits. Oh, we get to check off Georgie. Georgie, I think I put Georgie's going to jail, but I'll let it slide, because they're probably going to talk about that anyway. So we'll do Georgie go. Oh, that's helping me with the rimmer. That's good. That's good. I'm going around the rim of the bingo card, for those of you who are wondering what that means. That's just
that
Jay.
Sounds really weird.
Yeah, you can thank Jay for that. You can thank Jay. He's a dummy, but he is funny occasionally.
I can thank Jay for rimmers. That doesn't sound right either. Thanks, Jay, I guess.
Apparently Georgie admits, because she has my voice on her channel, and she admits that it's not me saying it. It's not. I never said that. Whatever she's playing, I never said it. I'm like, well, gee, thank you for that. There's your fucking problem. This is her problem, which she doesn't seem to get, and this is how I'm gonna get her. She's impersonating me. Yep, Georgie's going to jail.
What? What?
Georgie's going to jail. Go mark it off.
Impersonating. That's hilarious.
But with an AI voice. She thinks it's
God.
First of all, you can't copyright AI even if it sounds like your voice, because it is a computer voice. I think there will have to be litigation about it. It's going to happen at some point, but don't be stupid. Just play that. Just be fun. When people start like threatening lawsuits about AI voices, you're a dumbass.
No,
my voice is on Super Tips. People use it on Nick Rekieta's show to say the most horrific things, like the most horrific. I have heard in my voice on that show some of the craziest shit. It's not me though, and everybody knows it's not me. So
They
there's
do a
no
disclaimer,
chance
don't
anybody's
they?
gonna. Of course.
They're like, yeah, this is parody and satire.
Fat tire.
It's not satire and I know it.
Oh God. I mean, it does sound like me, but it's not me. No one's gonna believe that I'm saying those outrageous things that Nick's chat are putting in there. I think it's funny. I don't have a problem.
It was real. What are you talking about? Oh wait, no, that's not real.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's funny. Speaking of Super Tips, by the way, might as well play a couple of those because there are some really funny ones in there. Tinsel, thanks for the huge $50 Super Tip.
Who needs TV when this keeps me entertained? Want to buy my TV? Keep it up, guys. Love you all.
One of the best things about Super Tips is being able to hear Jeff's voice.
That's actually a very good Jeff too.
It's a great Jeff. Actually, my Jeff that I tried to get to work sounded terrible, but the one that Nick's producer did sounded really good. So luckily they got it right. That's one of the most fun. And also hearing my dad's voice is great too. And it's amazing. Here's one. Cynic in Chief, thanks for the 5.
For crying out loud, Megan, you're late. Isn't 3 kids enough for you?
Hangry needs to learn some responsibility. A crying little human will do that. Also, kids seem to annoy Volpe.
So Super Tips is fun, and everybody knows that that's not my voice, and everybody knows that's not actually Jeff's voice. It's just fun. It's just fun. And, trying to copyright something like that is ridiculous, and she should stop because it's dumb. All right, where else was I was at this thing? Oh, yeah. Let's see what else she said. Where's my Control F? There we go. All right, so Georgie's going to jail. We got that one. Hey, dingbat, Megan Fox. She writes these first. Oh, dang it. First of all, she goes on Guapo's videos or whatever and starts to make comments about this whole, incident, right? She writes these texts reportedly came from Storage Legends to a guy the same oxygen as Jeremy in Georgia, Ohio. What?
Who knows? So like I said, there's slush mouths, and the AI is like, what the hell did they say?
Oh, she's accusing me. Oh, this is hilarious. She posts the text, okay? Where did she get them from? Germ. Where did Tug get them from? Germ. Can't trust the text. Sorry. So this is some wild and criminal stuff.
Well, thankfully, unfortunately for the Fats, they confirmed that they were real before. Can't go back and be like, oh, don't pay attention to them anymore. They're not real. No, you can't do that. You already confirmed them, dumbass.
You said he was playing along. You said that he was.
You already said too. You fucked up in the thing where you're saying, oh, people $5,000, but no, they were talking about $700 for slashing tires. So what was being discussed.
Yeah, and I'm going to jail. Apparently, you can check off Megan goes to jail. It says, this is some wild and criminal stuff. I can't imagine having to live my life knowing these psychos are doing things like this. Right to jail, right away. Police are involved. Stay tuned, and handcuffs are coming, right? So then she goes and she posts on Guapo's videos. Yeah, I did. You want to see what I said? Anybody want to see my posts on his videos? Because it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Let's pull it up. And I took screenshots of him because I knew he had me hidden.
Well, so it's a problem to post? Because I seem to remember Guapo wanting to come over to my channel and start shit, you know?
Like, she says, I don't know why she did it, because she's blocked. She's been blocked since the day Only Me went after me in Guapo's chat because she said shit in his chat and somebody blocked her. Yeah, I know I'm blocked. Why do you think I took pictures? I took screenshots so you could see them. Here it is. Let's see. Click on it. How do I click on this? All right, here we go. All right, here's he posted this community post. Can you see that on the screen? I can't see. Yeah, okay. He posted this. If you had one wish, what would it be? So I responded, you in prison. Why did you try to hire someone to damage George's car? And did you use Only Me's money? Then I also said, I hope you know your boy here. I was replying to some woman here who says, I wish everyone would be kind to one another. I said, I hope you know your boy here appears to have tried to pay a guy to slash George's tires. How's that for kind? So those were my posts. And yeah. Oh, yeah. And here's one. Share your kindness with your family and friends. And I said, like slash tires? I like that Storage Legends replied with a heart.
Oh.
Aw. Yeah. So the reason why I took screenshots of them and posted them is because I knew he had me blocked and no one would see them. And I wanted people to see them because he's a coward and I'm asking him questions and I think he should respond. So anyway, I was like, you're a fucking dingbat. Okay. All right. And what else did she do? She was reading
These mental midgets want to talk about intellect.
I know.
Torches, interference. Shit. Oh my God. Lord.
Oh my God. So now she's talking about my dad. Oh, fuck you, Lisa. She was reading all of her super chats and apparently she missed one. A text from a family member told her that her dad may have had a stroke and he was on his way to the hospital and she's like, gotta go. And then she keeps reading super chats. I guess those breadsticks are... That's because I had 3 left and I live in New York and he lives in Arizona. I can't get on a plane right in the middle of the night and go there. Like what?
I thought they didn't watch your show though. I thought that was the whole thing. That's weird.
Uh-huh.
We don't watch that. We never know what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Money.
Okay, so yeah, I would have just immediately ended the stream. I think it was less than 5 minutes from the time I got the text to the time I left the stream. Give me a break. What a bitch. What a bitch on the bingo card? If what a bitch is on the bingo card, you can check it off. Damn it. I didn't put it on there, but you can check off Megan Fox is going to jail. And no, I think that's good. I think we're good there. All right. What's the next one? What other horrors does she have in store for me? Do you know you need garden tools? What are they talking about? All the shit. This is just stupid. I don't even know what they're talking about. So that one's dumb.
What's weird is they run a whole show without showing anything ever. It amazes me that they still have any core audience left where, I mean, they never show anything. They say things are fake. There's no proof. They have Guapo around. Why don't they show the real text then? They say they're all fake. Of course you can't do that.
Yeah, where's the real ones? This is so bizarre. I can't even understand this paragraph. If you wrap your box in a black trash bag, it's cheaper. Well, that's weird. My voice is changing. Do I sound like a man? Do I look like a man? Hey, Megan. better. I don't know if I like pirate ships because, you pay them the rate, but they don't transfer that rate into the US dollar like into the UPS. And then UPS charges you more at the, it was sexy voice. Are you saying my voice isn't sexy? What the hell is this?
You know what's bad is sometimes you'll go back and try to confirm it with the actual thing when I see something really weird. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, this is even dumber than I thought it was.
Oh God. All right, let's see if we have any Jeremy is going to jail. Oh, he was mentioned 53 times.
Jeremy, oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, look,
And
blah,
there's-
blah, blah. Look, guys, blah, blah, blah. You can check that off the bingo card. Blah, blah, blah. I now have double bingo, but I don't have the rimmer yet. That's unfortunate. All right, let's see. All this shit, lies, lies, lies. No, there's no jail though. Let's see. I'm looking for jail talk. God, 53 times. Jeremy's a fucking idiot. That's fun. Okay. Jeremy is not the businessman. What the hell? Oh God, they're so obsessed. Look at this. Guys, look at how many Jeremys are in here.
They love them some Jeremy.
They love them some Jeremy. They do.
They do. They're his biggest fans. They just don't want to admit it.
I know. They don't.
I mean, without him, what would they do?
I don't know what
Honestly.
they would do. Honestly,
That's
I don't
the thing,
know.
they talk about him wanting to go away and stuff. They secretly, not so secretly, they have to have him around because otherwise they don't have a show. They
They've
don't make
mentioned money 64 times. Technically, Lisa can use that money for anything she wants to, but Lisa uses it for exactly what she said it was for. Well, except the barn. Because that's what I
she
did.
can use it for what? How in the fuck do you think that works? Oh my God, these jello brain morons.
And who's this Dreamweaver? We gave Dreamweaver tires. Who the hell is that? I don't remember raising money for anyone named Dreamweaver. But all of a sudden, it's this money Michelle didn't get because it was in her name. And the reason why he's harping on it and he's trying to make it an issue and make it true is because he thinks that's the money he's somehow going to get. And it's not happening because none of it came with Michelle's name on it.
Oh, it did, actually. It very much did. And they ran entire shows around. Again, who's the barn for?
Look at this. And even Only Me, who they like to mention, if he showed his receipts for what he sent me, it's not going to show that it was for Michelle or John or Harley. It's not, because I have the same fucking thing he does.
She
Well,
posted,
who's the barn for?
That's actually that's kind of a lie. Okay, well let's so here's that wonderful receipt like they were pulling up. This is what they provided us, right? And the first, let's see, the first one is hard to see, it's mushed, but here, Harley.
It says
The
Harley.
first one says Harley. Okay, then I think that says
Fence.
this one's about the fence, but fuck the germ, I think it says.
Oh, okay.
The barn conversion.
Conversion.
All right. You know what's weird? Okay, Harley means Christmas. How does that mean Christmas? How does just Harley mean Christmas?
Right. But also it totally debunks the lie that she said none of them had their names on it. Yeah, it did.
Well, there's also things that they say everything was finished. Okay, well, this one was for Stain. Again, the 13th. So 11/13, $1,000 was for Stain. Stain never materialized for the fence. So there's $1,000 that just went down the toilet for something they say is there. They also say let's do more in November means Christmas. So they can say, oh, well, that let's do more could be attached to anything. I mean, that, why? Because they get to go $5,000 for Christmas. There goes $5,000. They're saying, no, that's for Christmas there for sure. Let's do more.
Let's do more.
Does
How
that say
could that be for
Christmas?
Christmas? What was the date on that? November 17th? Let's
Yes.
do more what? It doesn't say let's do more Christmas. It just says
Not
let's
just
do
that.
more.
Okay. If we go through the closest dates, I mean, the 13th was fence. So why isn't this let's do more for the fence? You know, or why isn't this, again, distance wise, it's it's ridiculous. Now this one is for Christmas presents. And again, I keep putting this to David, and David is a fucking numbskull that can't understand basic words. Look, David, I'm going to make this as simple as I can. October 16th. It's missing. How much was it for? If you want to come and whine in my freaking emails again, tell me how much that was fucking for if you say I'm wrong about it. Fucking idiot, man. That dude.
We got a
hangry
hangry raid. We got a hangry raid here, chat. Check it off the bingo card. He just went in to brush his teeth.
All right. I thought he was going to come near. I was like, oh, I'll stop
Nope.
running for a minute.
No. He's not. He went straight into the bathroom after trying to talk me into letting him sleep in
It drives me
my
nuts because I'm like, this dude, again, he's so fucking useless because I told him straight up. I wrote him and told him, dude, write out something for the freaking law enforcement noting who you are and how much money these people took. But he's a fucking coward. He won't do it. He'll run his mouth, blah, 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 until it comes to something tangible. And then he just shuts up. Because apparently he likes these people talking shit about him every night. Now, let me see how many times they bring up only me. I'm curious. Let me search him.
Hangry. Stop slamming doors.
Only me.
Dude.
So only me was brought up.
The most mischievous grin. He opened the bathroom door, was brushing his teeth, and then slammed it. Like, what are you doing?
So only me got brought up 11 times last night.
Interesting.
This is a guy that, they dump on him every single stream, and he doesn't have the stones to do something about them stealing this money from him. Anyway.
That's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. It's horrible, chat. It's terrible. Yes, Bone Crusher. Yes, Bonehead. We can check him off. I think we've mentioned him several times. All right. What's another one? God, this money stuff. When you go through the money is already contracted out. Here it is. Look. And I told you guys there was going to be an issue on what the insulation was going to be because Michelle wants one thing. She told me it was $15,000. I'm being told by everybody else that's not necessary. It's not needed. It doesn't cost that much. Blah, 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 blah.
You don't need insulation? What? It's going to be really rough.
She wants a different kind. Lynette wants... Hangry, stop it. Say goodnight. Say goodnight. I love you.
Good night.
I love you. Make
I
sure you
stared into your nightmare.
I know you're making scary faces at me. Close the door.
Good night, human child.
he was pulling his eyes down, like the bottoms of his eyes down, really creepy, and staring at me from the bathroom in the dark. It's very scary. All right, let's see. Good night. So anyhow, the material's sitting there. It's just waiting to be put to work, put to use. You mean that pile of lumber that sat out in the rain, in the weather for months?
Yeah, for real. How useless would that be? And again, it's
probably
how
all
cheap
warped.
is that? $2,400 worth of. You didn't bring the best when you when you look at that.
Mm-hmm.
They have enough money to bring in really decent materials.
They say, and more material would have come afterwards. Oh, but it didn't, though. Where's the other material?
Would have, could have, should have. Fantasy Island.
That money is already contracted out. So, it's all a matter of waiting. And it needs permits. It's that simple. And everything else that I said I was going to do and anything else that people gifted towards any project or anything we tried to help people with, that just happened in the chat was done. What? That just happened in the chat? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So all I have to do is show her name was not on any of it, and I'm out. So you lose, Germ, and you're not entitled to any of that money. Okay, you win, Lisa. I don't think
No,
that's
it
how it's
doesn't
gonna
work like that. You can't just say I completed a project. Oh, you gave me $100,000. I put up a fence and there's some water heaters. I'm out. Good job. I'm done. My part's done now. That's not how it works.
I can't believe she's still trying to say the barn's going to be done.
No,
I can't even believe it. She said just a few months ago, and we have it just a few weeks ago when they were doing their big fighting and, screaming at each other. She was like, I'm done. We're done.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out if I'm going to put it in a trust for Harley or if I'm going to refund it. Remember?
And then she came back later on and said they were going to do refunds if X, Y, or Z wasn't done within so many weeks. I believe we're very close to that deadline, by the way. So I'm curious again, if they try to claim refunds too, that'll be really interesting. Lynette Preston, again, she needs to quit dicking around with Levy County. She needs to report it to the feds. That's who she needs to go to.
Yeah. And look at this. Now they're trying to say $2,400 was spent on the framing, lumber, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget the toilets too. First of all, you don't know how much money I spent. Hey, guess what, Felisa? It'd be really simple. You could just show the receipts.
Yeah, we do know how much money you spent. I do know. I know 100% how much you spent.
Oh, really? Do you?
I do. I know without a doubt. You want to play that game? We'll play. I know. $2,400. I am sure. 100% sure. Prove me wrong.
You never say that. You didn't say allegedly.
That's right. Come on, fatso. I know. I do. 100%. $2,400.
Tug wants to go.
Yeah. Here's the thing too. I already knew, but they also confirmed it with that's Preston bringing up numbers as well. She was bringing up with the bankruptcy too. So those numbers that I already said and I noted, I 100% knew it was confirmed in the bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, that's right. The bankruptcy. So unless, they're saying Lynette's lying.
Yeah, Lynette doesn't lie about things, does she?
Well, they said she didn't.
That's what that's what I'm saying. They built an entire go after Hales, years of this insanity on the idea that Lynette Preston doesn't lie.
This is crazy. He asked point blank, did you ask Lisa Lee to pay for a building permit so you can live on the property? I answered yes. He answered what you said. I said, no, you haven't answered me. They're going to, okay, hold on. That's not something that was part of that. Hang on. Okay, so they asked her about the $56,000 and if she was aware of, hold on, my hand's moving. Is it shaking, Lisa? Is it shaking? I was aware of how much money has been spent. So they're asking a bunch of questions, and that's what she said. That doesn't have to do with the fucking bankruptcy yet. Okay, yes, point blank. Did you ask Lisa Lee to pay for a building permit so you can live on the property? And she said yes. And that's what you said. I said, no, you haven't answered me. Blah, blah, blah. Boy, she's in trouble. And she's trying to make it sound like she's not going to be in trouble. But believe me, that bankruptcy trustee is going to want to know, where did that $56,000 go?
I mean, they raised a lot of money. Again, people have gone to jail for stuff like this. They have. It's happened. We've had people pull the same shit right here. I've never seen it go into a bankruptcy setup. But again, there was a homeless dude who ended up, there was a couple that decided, hey, we're going to talk about this guy. He needs money for whatever. And he ended up trending everywhere. And lots of money rolled in. Enough money to get a home and other things. Well, these people pulled the same thing that she's pulling. They were like, he can't be trusted to have the money. We're holding it for him. Meanwhile, they were buying themselves certain things out of it, and they felt they were entitled to it. Well, guess what? They weren't, and they went to jail for it. So it really reminds me, that entire case reminds me of this. And All that has to happen, again, something will spark this, and they better hope to God that they have a handle on it. See, for a while, they had a handle on everything because Lynette Preston was silent. I believe a lot of that probably went back to lawyer and everything else. You know, if you step out of line, you got your PR, you got your lawyer like weapon in your ear, you know. So, but she saw firsthand nothing was happening. I imagine too, she was told, it wasn't just Lisa telling her, just wait, everything will get done. I'm sure the whole team there, they were telling her. Why, again, I keep coming back to the point, why aren't any of these other people speaking up? If they are pro Preston, then why the fuck isn't this a problem for them? This woman lived with a little kid. They lived in a shed, man. They lived in a tiny fucking shed, and they all knew it. They live with a man in the shed that she says is a domestic abuser. Oh, God. I mean, it blows my mind.
You know what I'm in the mood for? Speaking of blowing your mind.
I'm ADA protected.
Yep. See, that's amazing. I thought she did a great job with that. That's funny.
I do. I love it.
Hey, Miyagi's funny. Miyagi really can crack out some funny
it's
stuff.
It's so funny. I love it. I think this thing is the funniest thing ever. I'm in the mood for a little bit of
ADA protected.
You know,
ADA protected lips.
One day you need to, I tell you, like for a later Rumble, you need to pull up some Miyagi videos where Miyagi is just wrecking the fats, because she does. She takes them to task.
And just so the YouTube audience knows what you're missing if you don't join us over on Rumble in a few minutes, here's what we're going to be going over. I have made you a whiteboard. That is correct. It is one of my famous whiteboards. I worked hard for this. I worked hard for this shit show. And I want you to be there. I don't want any of you to miss it. If you are on the replay, you can go into the description of this video. You can click on the link that says Rumble exclusive. It is in the description of this video. We are going to discuss the ADA protected dummy. Her name is Leslie Ferderigos, and we've got more videos. We've got more emails. We've got more stuff that you need to see. Oh, yeah. 80 on the bingo card. You can check off ADA protected. All right, we are going to go. I will read the rest of the super chats over on Rumble. We're just going to hop on over there now, and let's get this show on the road. So if you are on YouTube, go to the top of the chat. If you are live right now on YouTube, top of the chat, the Rumble link is there. Please meet us over there. Start your migration now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get her